Herta is a character in the game Honkai Star Rail. She is the master of the eponymous Herta Space Station, who appears in the form of a puppet she modeled after her younger self. She is one of the ice element characters in Honkai Star Rail and has exceptional multi-target, AoE damage. The story of Honkai Star Rail starts off in space as the Astral Express and its crew makes its way to the Herta Space Station for a delivery. However, Voidrangers from the Antimatter Legion attack, and so characters from both the Astral Express and the station have to fight them off. Herta is the master of the eponymous Herta Space Station, who appears in the form of a puppet she modeled after her younger self. Not content with the laws of the common world, the Genius Society's Herta set her sights on the unexplained existences of the galaxy, expecting those distant mysteries to satisfy her curiosity. To this end, Herta led the establishment of a museum-like starship and launched it towards the Star Rail, starting the research work to seal all strange. Herta is voiced by PJ Matson in Honkai Star Rail. Herta has exceptional multi-target, AoE damage and is built as a main DPS by most players. Her talent allowing her to do a follow-up attack makes her a dominant force early on in AoE content. Her skills include 1. Icebreaker. Herta's basic ADKs deal Ice DMG and have a 20% chance to freeze enemies for 0.5s. When Herta's basic ADKs hit a frozen enemy, they deal 50% more DMG. 2. That's the kind of girl I am. Herta's crit rate is increased by 3% every time her talent is triggered. When Herta's basic ADKs hit a frozen enemy, they deal 50% more DMG. 3. Hit where it hurts. Herta's DMG increases by 10% when her talent is triggered. 4. Swear big or don't swear at all. Herta's ultimate deals Ice DMG and has a 50% chance to freeze enemies for 2s. When Herta's basic ADKs hit a frozen enemy, they deal 50% more DMG. 5. The Herta Space Station. Herta's basic ADKs deal Ice DMG and have a 20% chance to freeze enemies for 0.5s. When Herta's basic ADKs hit a frozen enemy, they deal 50% more DMG. The best light cone for Herta in Honkai Star Rail is the Birth of the Self. This increases DMG dealt by Herta's follow-up attacks by 24%. If the current HP of the target enemy is below 50% of their max HP, increase the DMG dealt by an extra 24%. Herta's traces include Efficiency. Unlocks at A2. The DMG boost effect of Herta's skill on enemies with high HP increases by an additional 25%. Puppet. Unlocks at A4. Herta's res to crowd control debuffs increases by 35%. Freeze. Unlocks at A6. The best relic for Herta in Honkai Star Rail is Guard of the Wuthering Snow. This relic will boost her overall Ice DMG and also increase her overall ATK by 15%. It also increases the DMG dealt to frozen enemies by 20%. Other recommended relics for Herta include Hunter of Glacial Forest. This relic is recommended as Herta relies on dealing ice damage. It increases her Ice DMG by 12%. Musketeer of Wild Wheat. This relic is a good alternative as it boosts her attack and speed. Herta's eidolons in Honkai Star Rail include Kick You When You're Down. If the enemy's HP is at 50% max HP or less, Herta's basic ATK deals additional Ice DMG equal to 20% of Herta's ATK. The best team comp for Herta in Honkai Star Rail focuses on life-saving heals and debuffing the enemy. The best team comp for Herta uses Bailu, Pella, and Kafka 1. Herta can act as a grade main DPS in this team comp with her ability to freeze and deal high DMG to multiple targets. Herta is a 4-star ice element playable character in Honkai Star Rail voiced by PJ Matson. She is known to have the highest IQ in the blue and only does what she's interested in, dropping whatever project immediately the moment she loses interest.